sitting in the airplane for the first time. All right, so we're skipping around a little bit. We're skipping this section here, 41Q and 41 non-Q, because I'm just not ready to do all that yet. So I'm skipping to section 42, back seats. First step, nothing hard. Just pay close attention. Don't screw this up. You don't want to have to order more angle stock. So just make sure you're using the thick stuff, the 125 for the top four, and then the 063 for these four pieces. And just make sure you're doing right. You need two like this and two like this. Just take your time, follow the dimensions. They'll come out perfect. When you're done, you'll have, you know, opposites that are kind of rounded off here and angled there, and another set. And then you'll have four of these 063 by 16 inch. Then, I haven't drilled any holes yet, but you have to mark up your rear seat. Now, I found it easier to mark up this side because I could draw straight lines without the ridges getting in the way, but I'm gonna have to put like a 2x4 underneath it when I'm center punching and drilling the holes, which is no big deal. But again, just as long as you just kind of pay attention here, make sure you have a good set of digital calipers. If you don't, a friend of mine who's an engineer recommended this brand. It's an Amazon brand, or I found them on Amazon. I don't remember the name of it, but you can look up this model number, IP54. Very, very high quality, very well made, very accurate for like 70 bucks. Obviously you could spend multiple hundreds of dollars, but I've been using these for the whole build and I've been really, really happy with them. You absolutely cannot build without a good set of digital calipers. I mean, you can use a ruler for this, but it's so much easier. And so again, just take your time, right? You'll notice that these are closer to the bottom because of the way that the angle sits. So, right, so these are 5/16 from the bottom, whereas these are 7/16 from the edge. And just follow it along and just take your time, mark it all out, right, like I've done. And then I'm gonna center punch and drill. And then I'm probably just going to clamp the two pieces together because they're mirrors of each other and do it and just match drill to the other set. But I'll see how the first one comes out. All right, so rear seats are done. There's a couple of questions that I have, and I'll update you in a future video when I learn more about, like, some people do headrests back here, some people do like a full bench seat. I'm not really interested in doing the full bench seat. I think mostly just aesthetics. Like, I kind of like how the two individual seats look. I might fabricate like a pad and have my upholsterer make that is literally like I could just put it in there and take it out. But I'm not interested in like one bucket seat. I mean, like one bench seat. I want two bucket seats. And again, I'm not sure center console. I'll probably do something there too. I might just make like a cup holder. I've seen people who've just literally made something out of fiberglass and bought like two cup holders to drop in there. But anyways, the point is, I think I like the headrest that's sort of like, it looks like a car headrest. It's kind of like that. I really hate the big rounded headrest. Like even on the front seats, I don't have one here, but it just looks, I just don't like that look. So I think Aerosport makes, it's like a 3D printed bracket that I think goes here, and then there's a headrest. I don't know. I'll figure that out. But basically, the only real gotcha on these, and there isn't, is just make sure you take your time in lining things up, cutting them properly, drilling the holes, like I said in the other video. I'd say probably the two tips I could give you here are, one, Don't forget to dimple these 2 holes. I know it's in the instructions, but it's easy to just kind of get into your rhythm and get going. So these holes get dimpled because it lays flat against there. And 2, I would definitely say it's going to be very important that you get your right and left seat. Like once you drill everything and cleco it, when you take it apart, if you're priming it and deburring, because these are handmade holes, they're not laser cut machine or anything. So if you get your left and your rights mixed up, you're going to have a really hard time. And so what I have always found is when I use my Sharpie to label parts and then I scuff them up and I sand them, and then I scuff them up, clean them, paint them. Obviously, that marker goes away, and then I always try to keep them organized, but I never do. So what I did is I took my Dremel and I actually etched. As I took each part off, you can't see it, but on the inside, I etched left. On the underside of this, I etched left. Like I etched it into there with like the Dremel, so that way, even after I scuffed and cleaned, I made sure I had left and right. Other than that, I mean, again, nothing to it. Just bent my pins. I'll pull these out and I'm going to put this in storage because I don't need it in the airplane for now. But just wanted to get them in there. Look, it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Like, man, like it really is starting to look more and more like an airplane. Pretty cool. So this is pretty cool. I'm sitting in the airplane really for the first time. So just give you kind of some perspective, right? You saw behind, I'm in the back seat. This is obviously the front seat. Under all of this cardboard is the front seat, but you get a good look at the brake pedals and the brake lines and some fuel lines and stuff. But yeah, sitting in the airplane for the first time.